All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment on the video, helps me and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my sports betting community, the link to the Discord will be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. One of the best sports betting communities there is, guys. We're in there all day, every day, talking shit, cooking up plays, talking about sports, news, anything involving sports and gambling, we in there. Okay, so come join us, $5 measly ass dollars, be part of a great community. Okay, so we'll review yesterday, get into the player props, get into the NBA slate. There's only 6 or 7 games. We'll get those out the way. And then that's it. That's all I got today. I'm not playing anything else. I'm not going to touch college sports. And really I'm excited for the football game Saturday, Sunday. These should be some great games. But for now, we just got to keep dealing with this rough NBA season and slates. The lines are sharp, man. Cappers are getting killed left and right. Everybody's struggling to figure it out. I think props are the way to go. As far as covering spreads and slates, it's just tough, man. And with so many injuries and so many late schedule updates, and it's just, basketball is very difficult right now, guys. I'm struggling with it. I don't sit here and lie. Anyways, I went 5-6 yesterday. Pistons couldn't cover. The Nets had it for 90% of the game, lost it at the end of the fourth. It was close. This one could have gone either way. But the Nets, I mean, they had it the whole fucking game, lose at the end. Cole Anthony, fucking legacy game. So happy for him. Pew pew. Congrats. Fucking just splashing up threes, putting up 20 plus points. Congratulations, Cole Anthony. Somebody did comment that, you know, a lot of the Magic's players were out, and so he might be the only person who can score. And that was a fair point. My logic for it was all the players been out, and shit, he ain't been doing shit, and they've been out. So it was bound to happen. It was just when we bet him, it did. He decided to step up and do his thing. Daniel Gafford, career low, season low. Congratulations, 5 points. Like, what the fuck? I mean, this dude has hit 10, 15 points every single game. Can't get it. Timberwolves end up having the whole game. Last couple minutes, they end up winning by only 2, get us the 0.5 hook. Just frustrating, man. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You charge it to the game and you move on and you just keep trucking. But god damn, basketball, give me a fucking break. So we go 5-6. It's not bad. It's just not good. When you put hours of research and you're looking at plays and you're trying to find the best spots and you go 5-6, it sucks. So yeah, it's like 2-3 days in a row now with very minimal losses. 2 days in a row now with minimal losses, but still losses. And it just frustrating, especially that Timberwolves. It's just half a point away from a positive day, from going 6-5 versus going 5-6. It's just so sickening. But anyways, what can you do? Keep on moving. It's just part of the game, guys. Anyways, let's get into the player props. Before I do my sponsor, as you guys know, BetAnySports.eu. They're doing a 30% bonus up to $2,000. You deposit $2,000, they'll give you $600 in a bonus bet. You claim your bonus, you deposit. Once you do, this is what the website looks like. It's just like having ESPN Bet or FanDuel, but if you're in a state where you're not allowed to gamble, or you have to drive to another state, or use a fucking bookie, or you got to go to the casino to make bets, you can just do this from your phone or your computer. You can bet player props, you can bet parlays, you can take points. You can take Bilal Koulibaly to get 23 points, and you can bet it at plus 3,100. So you can kind of do, you know, like whatever $5 returns 160. So you get what I mean? It's just like having ESPN Bet or FanDuel. Come check it out. Anyways, first prop I'm on, guys, Alperen Sengun, under 5.5 assists. So it's gonna be Washington versus the Wizards tonight. The Wizards are actually 6th in the league in assists allowed to the center. So when the center gets the ball, they don't really get a lot of assists, mainly because the Wizards aren't good versus center. So when a center gets the ball versus them, they're typically just putting it up. And mind you, 6 assists is a lot for a center anyways. He's got a 66% hit rate to the under on the season. Head to head, he saw him once, he got 3 points. Last 5, he's got 80%. Last 10, 70%. Last 20, 60. So he's getting less and less assists as the game goes on. He's trending downwards. And I like this play a lot. I think 6 is just too many versus a Washington team who's going to just, center gets the ball, they're going to put it up. They're not facilitating the game when they have nobody to stop them. So give me Alperen under 5.5 assists. Next, PJ Washington Jr. under 17.5 points. Now, again, this is one where a lot of the players are out and he may get some more points, similar to Bro from yesterday. That said, Cole Anthony, but that said, guys, I'm 17, 15, and 6 his last 3. If you look, last 20 games, 75% hit rate on the under. Last 10, 90% hit rate on the under. Last 5, 80. So I'm not too worried about it. Now, versus the power forward, they're 13th in the league. The Lakers are, so they're pretty good at locking the power forward up. He's got a 90% hit rate on the under over 10. 79% hit rate on the season. Head-to-head, he's gone 9-15. So I just think it's a spot for him to not shine and not do very well. Plus, Lakers defense is very tough right now. I'd say it's even better than 13th versus the forward right now. So PJ Washington under. I'm taking a shot with it. I understand that there's a lot of players hurt and he may need more points. But guys, again, just like yesterday, they've been hurt and you see what he's been doing. 90% hit rate on the under over 10 games. So I'm not worried about it. Next, Tyus Jones over 1.5 boards. This line is way too low. You can get him for 1.5 boards at like minus 150, 155. This is kind of that free play. They're 27th in the league. The Hornets are at giving rebounds to the point guard. Tyus Jones is a point guard who gets in there and gets scrappy and gets physical, guys. And truthfully, the Suns don't have anybody to rebound. He damn near is who gets them. Head to head, he's got it 6'4", 1-4. On the season, 79% hit rate on the over. Last 20, 75. Last 10, 90. Last 5, 100% with 2 or more boards. And those reverse teams that were much better at limiting rebounds to the point guard. So give me Tyus Jones over 1.5 boards. Next, Miles Bridges over 6.5 rebounds. So this is another one where versus small forward, they're 18th in boards allowed. So they're just mid. They're not the best at stopping it. They're not the worst at stopping it. They're just right in the middle. That's where the Hornets are versus small forward. That said, guys, Miles Bridges been getting these goddamn boards. The Suns, I should say, are not great at stopping the small forward, but Miles Bridges is in there getting boards for the Hornets. He like they rebound guy. Look at this shit, guys. On the season, he has a 76% hit rate for 7 or more boards. Head to head, he's gone 7-10 the last time he saw them. Last 20, 75% hit rate. Last 10, 90% hit rate. Last 5, 100% hit rate. So I think if he just does what he's been doing consistently over 21 games, he's gotten 76% hit rate. If he just does what he's been doing, he should hit this no problem versus Suns team who's not that great at getting boards. So I like Miles Bridges over his 6.5 tonight. Next, you got Amen Thompson under a 3. So head to head, he saw him 3 times. He saw him on November 11th, 0, and then last year, 0, 0, and 0. So he doesn't get any threes versus them. Last 20, 75%. Last 10, 80%. Last 5, 80%. On the season, he's a 76% hit rate to the under. And the Wizards are second in the league at allowing small forward to shoot threes. They defend that 3 ball very well. Second in the league versus small forward position. Point guard doesn't do it. Shooting guard, power forward, center, they all give them up. But versus that small forward, that position's on goddamn lock with the cuffs, throw away the keys. I don't see Amen Thompson getting a 3 tonight. It's not what he really does. And again, I mean, he's blanked versus him in the past, so all my boxes are checked. Amen Thompson under a 3. Last player, prop him on, guys. Kyle Kuzma under 1.5 threes. He's versus the Rockets, and the Rockets versus the power forward, number 1 in the NBA at stopping that position from shooting threes on the season. Head-to-head, he's got a 50% hit rate. He didn't get it once, and on the 11th, he did get 3, but I think that was an outlier. They're the best team in the league at stopping his position for shooting threes. I think this was just a bit of an outlier. He just had one of them games. On the season, 69% hit rate on the under. Last 20, 65. Last 10, 90%. Last 5, 80. So I think Kyle Kuzma goes under tonight, and he's not going to get no threes at all versus this Rockets team who's number 1 in the league at stopping the 3 ball. Okay, so those are all my props tonight. Let's get into the slate, talk about each game, and then I'll show you guys my final plays and what I'm on. Okay, so first game of the day, Suns and the Hornets. So people faded the Suns last night. I was on it. That's one of the straights that cashed. I get it to back-to-back, but they're versus the Hornets, who are god-awful, and you only have to lay 5 points for the Suns to beat the Hornets. Suns 16-18, healthy right now, looking good. Hornets are 7-27 and continue to look awful. They can't win a game. They have no defense, which is not good versus an extremely good shooting and well-coached team with good synergy like the Suns. I don't think the Hornets have any chance of not getting blown out tonight. Give me the Suns by 4.5. This is just too generous. I love this line. I'm all over it. Rockets and the Wizards, I'm fading. I'm fading, guys, because I genuinely think that the Wizards are a bad matchup for the Rockets. I think the Wizards could win tonight. Personal opinion, but I'm not laying 12.5 versus the Wizards when I think the Wizards could win. But I also didn't take the 12.5 with the Wizards because I really don't know. If I was going to play it, I would just bet the Wizards money line at plus 475 to win a unit. And I still might end up doing that. Again, you got to bet less than a quarter of a unit to win a whole unit. I might do that because I do think the Wizards have a chance, but I'm fading it as far as playing it straight. Lakers and the Mavs. Faded this one as well, guys. Lakers 20-15, Mavs 20-16. I think these teams are completely even. Problem is the Mavs are riddled with injuries and the Lakers are not. Lakers are pretty healthy. So you're in a weird spot where you guys know I don't like fading the Mavs. I think they're too good of a team to be fading. I do think the Lakers win by 7 tonight, but that's a big ask with these Lakers who've been shaky and letting motherfuckers down all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavs won, even though they are riddled with injuries. It's just too hard to cap. I'm staying away from it. I want no part of it. That's it. Timberwolves and the Pelicans. What the fuck is this line? Give me the Timberwolves minus 5.5. I don't care if their whole team was injured. I am taking the Timberwolves 5.5 versus the Pelicans. Pelicans 7-29. They continue to be the worst team in the league, damn near. They're healthy, but they still don't look good. I've been avoiding capping them and regretting it every day because they continue to just be awful and not cover spreads. Give me the Timberwolves to win by 6 easily. Hawks and the Jazz. Timberwolves are just such a better team, guys. Pelicans suck. Hawks and the Jazz. This one was tough. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to bet the Jazz plus 6.5. I don't know how you can fade the Jazz right now. They're actually playing good and covering spreads consistently. I can't even believe I'm saying it, but the Jazz look really good. They're covering spreads, and the Hawks have not been great. They've been okay. They've been solid, but I don't think they've beaten the Jazz by 7 right now. I really don't. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I should probably be fading this, but something's just telling me these Jazz cover tonight, maybe even win the game. I wouldn't be mad at you if you bet the Jazz money line with how they're playing, but I'm going to get 6.5 points. I'll take it, and we'll see what happens. Celtics and the Nuggets. I faded this one because I think the Nuggets could win. Almost bet the Nuggets straight up on the money line, too, to try to take some plus money shots. I like the Nuggets. I like the Jazz. I like the Wizards. I like the Mavs. Like, I could see these teams winning. If you want to do some parlays, some lottos, be my guest. But as far as picking a side here, I can't take 7 with the Celtics. I can't take 7 with the Nuggets. I think if I had to pick, I would actually take the plus 6.5 with Nuggets, but I'm going to just stay away from it. It's not worth the risk for me. I'm fading it. Last game of the day, got the Heat and the Warriors. Give me the Heat. This is another one that I like the underdog. I think the Heat win this game. Heat are 17-17. The Warriors are 18-17. Warriors been battling injuries all season. They just don't look great. They're kind of all over the place. And the Heat continue to be competitors, continue to cover spreads, and continue to look great. No way I'm not in the Heat cover for us last night. No way I'm not back in the Heat plus 9.5. These two teams are completely even. They should not be plus 9.5. It's ridiculous. Give me the Heat plus 9.5. So I like the Heat to win at plus 300, the Nuggets at plus 195, the Jazz at plus 210. I like the Mavs at plus 210. I like the Wizards at plus 475. I like 5 underdogs. If you guys want a lotto, parlay, any of those together, be my guest. I think all those teams have a chance, but this is what I'm playing. So my final plays of the day, guys, what I actually locked and shared with Discord. Suns minus 4.5, Miles Bridges 6.5 or more boards, and Tyus Jones over 1.5 boards. Kyle Kuzma under 1.5 threes, Amen Thompson under 3, and Alperen Sengun under 5.5 assists. PJ Washington Jr. under 17.5 points. Timberwolves by 5 on covering the spread at 5.5, lay 6 points. And then Hawks and the Jazz. I'm on the Jazz plus 6.5, and Heat and the Warriors. I'm on the Heat plus 9.5. I like a lot of the underdogs tonight, guys. Anyways, that's all the picks today. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag, and let's crack these folks.